Hi, this is Alex Chang. I'm the lead designer and art director for Giga-Robo, and I am here today with my very good friend and the co-developer of Giga-Robo, Stephen Hammerschlag.
That is my voice.
That is he. We're just going to be playing a 1v1 game right now. I'm going to be using Takashi Kato piloting Chogoking. Stephen's going to be using Hadrian Corto piloting Ayzn.
Yes, I think after our 2v2 game on Sunday, this will be a welcome change. Just doing a one versus one.
You mean not us losing? Really bad?
That
It'll be a
I
nice
also
respite
think
from dying. I'll post a link in the description of the video to that write up. So right now, the general strategy I'm using, this is very close to the demo build for Takashi and Chogoking that's on Tabletopia for all of y'all. All y'all. I'm using the pilot ability Born to Fight, which increases my melee attack damage by 1. Chogoking's robot abilities are Chogoking Saber, which increases the maximum range of melee attack cards by 1. Phoenix Wing Reborn. If Chogoking's Saber is activated, you may deactivate it to trigger gain boost until end of this turn. And then also not on the demo, I'm using Magma Breach. While activated, gain 1 power token whenever you receive fire damage. So
when did you do that?
I did it. When you weren't
Sneaky.
looking. I
All
snuck
right,
it in.
you snuck it in.
So the build I'm playing with right now is very much focused on Stephen. Don't listen.
I
Don't listen.
I won't. I
Don't
won't.
listen, Stephen.
Muffled ears.
Earmuffs. I'm playing with a build that's very, very focused on power dice. Not only in gaining a lot of power dice and really taking advantage of Takashi's power of 3, spending power dice for utility and defense and some other means, and also lots of infernos. Rather than direct fire, it is a build that focuses very much on dropping inferno impact tiles all over the board and then taking advantage of them. Steven, how about you?
I'm playing with Hadrian Corto. Um, and I'm using his pilot ability Wed to Steel, which is a common phrase the Luddites would speak on Aegis. Um, I can boost Ayzn, who is the slowest robot in the game, up to speed 6, which helps because the goal of my build is to quickly activate Iron Fusion Stage 3 so that I get all those melee buffs, and then my ultimate technique is that any of my robot cards, and I have none that are combos, but I can turn all my cards into combo cards and then, lay down a devastating 3-card combo, which I think Alex has seen before, so this build is no surprise to him.
I have seen this build. I've
Yes,
watched this
and
build many times. Cool. Let's roll. Let's roll for first. Just gonna drop it right on the board. You ready? Let's
yes,
do it.
3.
8. Okay. I am going to. I want to go first. I will take the first turn, and I will place the first building. Let's start with the skyscraper right here.
So what's your strategy for placing structures with your build? I'm just kind of curious.
I think for mine against this Ayzn build is really. I actually like it when there's kind of 2 buildings clusters, but evenly, which I'm about to do now, evenly distributed around the board, so there's more comprehensive cover against Ayzn. That's usually what I like to do against the build when I'm dropping buildings.
Hmm.
How about you against Chogoking?
Well, because I don't have Hadrian's ability to permanently activate boost, um, I want as many clear charging lanes as possible. I'm also very scared of buildings in general, just because I think I've been destroyed by Ogun so many times.
I think everybody gets kind of shell shocked, and I do think it's really funny when you play against anybody who's using Ogun. The first time they drop a building, it's like I feel like the gut reaction is like, "Oh, I see what you're doing." But they're not doing anything, but it's like it's just because it's as soon as the game starts, you realize you're contributing to his arsenal.
So, but and people who like, interacting with the map and destroying things and throwing robots through buildings, really thinking about like Maddie, who I think since day one has loved the idea of just roping people through and into buildings.
Oh yeah, she has absolutely been Ogun's greatest proponent and #1 playtester since day one.
Yeah. Oop.
And it took me a really long time to actually beat her using Ogun. Like even after initial phases of like Ogun, I remember early on when we were like buffing Ogun and then nerfing Ogun, and we were kind of finessing his deck. But it took a really long time for me to finally like defeat her in a game.
Just using like any Dairaijin or
Using anybody. I think I lost like the first 6 games that we played against each other. I'm going to actually, yeah, let's leave it there. There's a little bit of extra cover on the side of the board. So I'm going to choose my starting zone. This is kind of interesting. I actually think I'm going to start over here by these structures.
All right.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So I have placed.
Okay, let's start this. So I only have one 0 cooldown card, which is Turbine Spike, which is my personal favorite 0 cooldown card in the game.
Oh God.
Because it's cooldown 0, and you get to push your opponent 1 hex with it, which is great. It does cost 3, but it's really good. It's really rock solid. I'm going to start for upkeep. I'm going to gain heart. I'm going to go up to 4. And then I'm going to spend my movement. I'm going to go get some cover. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to end my turn. So everything's going to move down, move and cool down. And yeah, pass the turn to you.
All right. All right, so at the start of my turn, I am going to stay true to my playstyle and take 2 power tokens instead of my heart, one of which I will place into Iron Fusion Stage 1, which decreases all attack damage received by 1 while activated. So I, like Alex, have 1 0-cost cooldown. It is mostly taken because it is a 0 cooldown, and I want to get at least 4 cards in my hand as quickly as possible in case I need to boost my speed up by 2 and run away. So I can't really do anything right now, and I kind of I have to guess where you're going to run up to, Alex. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to move these cards into cooldown. End my turn.
Okay. Okay, so right now, I think I'm going to push forward, but still keep some cover. But for my upkeep, I'm going to gain, I'm actually going to gain heart again. I'm going to go up to 8. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to get kind of right in the center of the board. So, I'm just going to advance cooldown. Let's bring all these cards in hand. Cooldown slot 2 goes to 1. And I pass the turn to you.
So at the start of my turn, I'm going to take power again. See, this is where your choice of pilot is very important, because I feel like if you were anybody aside from Takashi, I might just like sprint out from behind this building and do Ayzn Blaster against you with my 3 power die, just to push you into that tier 2 structure.
I mean, you could.
No,
really
but
to, you still could.
but your rage is 8, and I need to when I play against Takashi, I need to make all my attacks hit pretty hard. So I don't want to throw a 2 damage attack at you, and then you gain 8 fighting spirit. I'm just worried that you're gonna try to flank me somehow. So I'm paranoid. Okay, so I have my 3 power tokens. I'm not going to activate Iron Fusion Stage 2 just in case you have something tricky up your sleeve and I need to boost my defense roll, because I still have 0 fighting spirit. But I am going to end my turn and move my cards.
Now, I'm actually going to take power this time for my upkeep. So I'm going to take Takashi's 3, just drop them right into my power token control. And then I'm going to spend 2 power. I'm going to activate Chogoking Saber.
No.
No. Okay. I'm going to move 1, 2 on top of this high rise. Oh, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
no, you're not.
whoa. Onto this high rise. And I'm going to continue my movement 3, 4, 5 onto this skyscraper.
So you're negating my cover bonus.
So it's kind of counterbalancing. I'm going to be very exciting and end my turn. And I'm going to get all the cards in my hand. And, yeah, pass the turn to you.
All right. I'm going to again take power. So I'm juiced up, but I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on a bunch of stuff because I really don't know what you have up your sleeve.
I really like the mixed metaphor of juiced up. I'm not sure if you want to pull the trigger. This is pretty interesting. I feel like this is not typically your playstyle. I feel like usually with Ayzn, you charge up. You have like your opening 3 turns planned exactly for Iron Fusion Stage 3. Drop it forward to steal and you're running in. But I feel like that last game kind of shell shocked you a little bit.
It really did. I think we talked a big game about a grand strategy, and then I think me more than you screwed it up.
No, I did not hold true to it. I was originally talking about peppering it in different combos and kind of doing hit and run. Because I had an entire build that was just about cycling a few combos in a specific rotation. And I was thinking about it like clockwork. Like, this is what's going to happen every turn. I'm going to go and hit with this, jump out. Go and hit with this, jump out. And then Maddie smashed me through 2 skyscrapers. And that totally threw off my entire plan. And all of a sudden, I was down a lot of armor. And I was like, I should probably stand back. Steven can tank, and I'll just start hitting with like Tesla Bolt from behind, and then I can create craters that you could take advantage of, and it just all fell apart.
I do have an idea of what you might do, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Now all my cards are going to be back in my hand, which is nice. So, on to you.
Cool. I'm going to gain heart again. Go up to 12. I'm going to spend my movement. Do a jump, actually. Go 1, 2, 3. Staying on that skyscraper. Whoa, or bouncing around. Staying on that skyscraper. Then I am going to play my first attack.
All right. Knew this was happening.
It's happening. I'm going to spend 7. Afterburner takedown. So melee attack range 1 to 4, but because of Chogoking Saber, which increases my maximum range for melee attacks by 1, it becomes 1 to 5, which puts me within range. Afterburner takedown has a natural attack die value of 3, but I have combat advantage because I am on top of this high rise, so I get to add 1 extra die to my roll. So I'm going to be rolling 4 attack dice. I'm not going to be using any power tokens.
Okay.
And I ain't using it.
I think I'm actually going to do 3.
Whoa. Okay,
I still have 2 in reserve to activate Iron Fusion Stage 2.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Let us resolve ties first. So 1 for 1 on the 5s. Get a 12 and 11, higher than your 6. And all the rest of your dice are higher than my 1s. So right now we're looking at 2 successes. 2 successes. So Afterburner takedown, I get to move to a hex adjacent to you. And then I get to throw you 1 hex per success. So that's going to be 2, creating a crater on the hex you are thrown onto. So I'm not going to be able to reach a structure. What I am going to do is leap actually on the far side of you. And then I'm going to throw you 1, 2 right there. There we go. So you're -1 elevation, so I'm still going to keep some combat advantage for this. Then this card resolves. It is only inflicting a total of 3 damage to you, though.
And because of Iron Fusion Stage 1, that means it's only... You said 3, so it's only 2.
It's true.
I think I'm going to take Fighting Spirit. Rage, I should say.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm really changing up my.
It's a way more somber way of you playing him. Usually it's just stomp, 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 kill, 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 punch, punch, punch. So,
All right.
yeah, Afterburner Takedown is going to go to cooldown slot 2, and I pass the turn to you, unless you have some responses.
I think I'm good.
Cool. Turn is yours. Yeah, so in terms of turn start effects, I do have combat advantage on you because you are -1 elevation from the crater.
And go up to 11 for my heart.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So these are going to get burned over here. So I'm activating Went to Steel, pay 4, created a barrier, and I still have my 2 power tokens there, and I'm not yet going to activate our infusion stage 2. But yeah, I'm going to end my turn and pass it off to you.
I'm going to gain heart again, so I'm going to go up to 9. Now let's get this started.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a little hand on your shoulder. And then I'm going to spend 4. I'm going to go back down to 5. And I'm going to play Burning Chogoking Fist.
I'm going to defend.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to spend a power token. I'm going to add a power die to my attack. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, roll. Okay, got
2 successes. Just
right
enough.
now.
And then with Iron Fusion Stage 1, that is only 1.
Now I'm going to be able to hit you into that skyscraper.
Yes.
1, 2 for collision.
Obliteration, tier 2, which is what it was, right? Yeah, you receive 4 damage, creates rubble. So it's a total of 5 damage. The barrier takes 3.
So Burning Chogoking Fist is going to go into cooldown. Cooldown slot 2. It's going to create a rubble impact tile underneath you. There we go. So you actually have +1 defense now. I've spent my movement. Currently have 5 fighting spirit left.
I'm going to take power instead of rage.
Cool. I kind of want to just destroy a building and just start creating some hazards, actually. I know I was talking about cover before. After damage is inflicted, I'm actually going to end my turn. So, Burning Chogoking Fist. Then cooldown slot 2 is going to 1, and I'm passing the turn to you.
Alright, starting my turn. Oh, thank you. I'm going to take heart. I'm going to take 2 power tokens and activate Iron Fusion Stage 2, which inflicts damage +1 while activated. 2 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You've just been waiting this entire time for Iron Meteor, right?
Yep.
Good.
That's
Good.
all I wanted to do.
Good.
I'm going to pay 11 to do Iron Meteor.
So they get to leap to my hex, push me 1 hex, end up doing 8 damage, and if it was on top of a structure, the structure would be destroyed from Ayzn's sheer weight.
So I am rolling 3 for the card. I am rolling 1 for combat advantage. So that's a total of 4 attack right now.
I'm going to respond. Okay, I just like this visual way too much, so I just have to do this. I have a strategy. I need to abandon it. Okay, so I'm going to spend 3. 1, 2, 3. Going down to 2. And I'm going to spend Phoenix Kick. Because as you're leaping down at me with Iron Meteor, I'm going to try to do a full Enter the Dragon Bruce Lee flying kick to Han right in the face with Phoenix Kick and hopefully kick you out, kick you in midair.
Okay.
And it was only give me 1 die. This is not strategically sound, but I really have to try to do it. The image is too good to me.
I'm going to also add 2 power die. 3, 2, Iron Meteor!
Oh, what the hell? I was considering maybe that I'd get a lucky roll and I could critical aim and snipe.
That would be hilarious.
But right now, the best I could do would be have my die removed from play and give you more successes. So Chogoking uses Phoenix Wing, right, and just launches in the air, flying, kicking, and then just Ayzn squashes him no matter what. It's good. I'm very happy. happy right now, even though I'm getting destroyed.
I am going to push you into the structure right here.
Ugh. Yep.
Oh God.
No, that's so much better.
That's
Yeah,
realistic.
that must have that needed to happen.
Oh
Okay.
God.
No, you can leave me down for now. That impact card will be burst fuel. Oh, this is good. This is good for me.
Ah,
It's going to be burst fuel line. A spark from your robot's frame renders a geyser of gasoline into a towering pillar of fire around you.
that's what I get.
It's good.
That's
This
what
is
I
great.
get.
I'm so happy right now, even though I'm exploding. Okay, so that's going to be an additional 2 damage. So right now we're looking at 9, 10, 11 total damage. So I'm going to drop down to 29. I'm also going to receive 1 fire right in cooldown slot 3, and we're going to create an inferno right underneath me. Yeah, I'm going to take rage, so I'm going to go up by 8. I'm going to go to 10.
All right,
rage.
so see, 8 rage for 11 damage is something I can live with. And I really want to push you off the inferno, but my melee push I burned for Wed to Steel. And the 1 push card that I do have is too expensive for me right now. Okay, I'm paying 2 to play re-engage.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to respond? I'm going to move these 2 into cooldowns 2, and my turn.
Okay. Turn start effects. I am on top of an inferno, so I get to gain fighting spirit equal to my rage, which is 8. Which is great. So I'm going to go up to 18. And thank you. I get another fire token. My normal upkeep, I'm actually going to gain power. So I'm going to take the 3, put them into my power token control. And then I'm going to spend 2 to activate Magma Breach, just in anticipation of the end of this round. Because while activated, I gain 1 power token whenever I receive fire damage. Okay, I'm actually going to spend 6.
All right.
I'm going to go down to 12 Fighting Spirit. And then I'm going to play Magma Power to pair with Magma Breach. Magma Power says, while this card is activated in your cooldown meter, you gain 1 power die when starting your turn on an Inferno. So let's burn. You got any responses? And then I'm going to actually stay here and end my turn. So the first thing that's going to happen is that cooldown meter is going to advance. These are going to go into my hand. I'm going to take 2 damage from the fire. Going down to 17. But because I just took fire damage, I get to gain a power token. So that's going to go up here. And then it's your turn.
You took your 2 damage from the fire?
I just did. I am down to 27.
All right. I like the image that you just got pancaked, lit up in Inferno, and then you just kind of like slowly got up, just staring real hard at me like, yeah, I'm ready. All right, so at the start of my turn, I am going to take my heart.
Okay.
6, go up to 9. Sorry. I'm going to play 5 to play Ayzn Generator, which just adds defense.
Mm-hmm.
1 defense die. Proceed things through cooldown and end my turn.
Turn start effects. I'm on top of Inferno. I'm going to gain Fighting Spirit again. Sorry, I'm going to gain my Fighting Spirit for Rage, so I'm going to go up to 20. Then for my normal upkeep, I'm going to gain Heart, so I'm going to go up to 24. So I'm 1 away from Takashi's max Fighting Spirit of 25. And then I'm actually going to, after I grab my fire token, things are happening, Steven. I'm moving.
Okay.
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pay 8. And I'm going to play Chogoking Saber Eruptor. So range 1 to 2 melee attack, but I get +1 range for Chogoking Saber. 3 natural attack dice. And per success, I can create an Inferno on your hex or a hex adjacent to you.
All right, I am defending.
Okay. I'm going to spend both of my power tokens. I'm going to add 2 power dice to this roll.
All right, count it off.
No power dice?
I don't have any.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, roll.
2 10s.
Okay. Okay. Let's calm down.
And a 9.
Everybody needs to calm down.
What?
With my 4 3s.
Jesus Christ.
No, I do not accept this. I'm going to spend 1 Fighting Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to play Critical Aim. I'm going to choose a reroll 1 of my dice, obviously. So I'm going to choose a reroll this 3. Okay, let's do it. And it's a 7.
7.
That's just not what I wanted. That's my
Nope.
song. This is my sad song. So, okay. This is all this is happening. I'm assuming you don't have any responses.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So, that was a huge whiff.
Defense dice roll calculator, I'm telling you.
I'm going to do things. Once again. Cards will be played.
Yes.
I'm really eager to throw you. I think. I think I am. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to end my turn.
Okay.
So, let's go through the motions. Okay, everything in cooldown slot 1 goes in my hand. Everything is advancing. The Magma Power is going to trigger, and I'm going to take 3 damage now.
So at the start of my turn, power at the start of my turn. All right, I am going to end my turn.
I don't think it makes any sense to take power right now. So I'm going to take my heart. I'm going to go up to 19. Fighting Spirit.
Oof.
And
I don't think I've ever. And Takashi is really.
yeah, I really want to do this. I want to do this. The thing I am going to do.
Are you
right
just
now,
gonna
I
stay
want to
there
do-
and like
No,
slap
no,
it building?
Absolutely not. There are things I want to do. So I'm going to move.
Okay.
Let me get right there, right next to you. Okay.
Tell me what's
I've got a
happening.
goal, and I really hope you don't stop it. I'm going to spend 8. I'm going to go down to 11, Fighting Spirit. And I'm going to play Raising Storm. All opponents and structures within range of this attack are considered targets of this attack. Get to create an Inferno on the hex of all players damaged by this attack. So that means if this hits, get to do 5 damage to you and the 2 high rises, which are going to cause them both to explode.
Or turn into floods. You never know.
You never know. Something's going to happen. Things are going to happen. It's going to be great. I'm very excited. So that's what I'm playing right now. It's going to give me 3 attack dice.
I am going to get a barrier. I am going to naturally defend.
Yeah,
All right.
power die to this attack. Okay.
I'm rolling my defense.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's roll.
10, 9, 7.
Okay. So let's work this out. So 10s are removed per tie rules.
2 successes.
And then you have 1 success, actually, because I've got an 8. All I want to do is blow up all of the buildings. I'm going to spend 3. Yeah, no, I'm just going to spend the 3. I'm going to play Phoenix Kick. Let's roll it off. 3, 2, 1, roll. Oh, finally something.
There you go.
Finally. Yeah. Okay, so that deactivates Ayzn Generator. It does. It's 2 damage. That is just destroys the barrier, shuts down Ayzn Generator. There's no damage right now, but I am going to leap to a hex adjacent to you within range and ignore elevation and push you 1 hex. So I am going to move to your other side, and I am going to hit you into that structure.
What? Which? Oh,
As
yeah,
I
just
rise.
pull it. Creates flood. Remove up to 3 fire from your cooldown meter. I receive 2 damage.
I'm going to end my turn, actually.
Whose turn is this? Alright, to start of my turn, I'm taking that sweet heart.
Cool.
I'm going to now, finally, activate Iron Fusion Stage 3 Ayzn Black. Super
Also,
powerful.
You get the turn start effects from the Flood. So you get to reduce the cooldown of all of your cards in your cooldown meter by 1.
1, 2, 3. Alright, then I'm going to play, I'm going to pay 2, 1, 2, to play Re-Engage, to play Ayzn Black.
Onyx Blaster?
Yes. So I'm going to burn these 2, even though it's 1 higher than what I need. I'm going to burn these 2 to play it.
I'm actually going to do Afterburner Takedown. So give me 3 dice. I'm going to spend the power token.
Ayzn Black Blaster!
Oh, shit.
That's a 12. That's a 12. Because of Iron Fusion Stage 3 Ayzn Black, this 10
11,
becomes
7,
an 11. This becomes a 7. This becomes a 9. So this is going to be 7 damage naturally, plus Iron Fusion Stage 2 gives me that bonus, so it's going to be a total of 8 damage.
That is true. Okay.
And then your opponent must perform a recovery roll. On a failure, they must permanently remove 1 card from their hand.
It's true. A 7 or higher to succeed. I have a 1. I'm actually going to get rid of Hot Blooded. Hot Blooded is a Takashi Kato instant. Until the end of this turn, reduce the cost of your attack cards by 2. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, your defense is reduced to 0. I'm going to take Rage in response, so I'm going to go up to 9.
After you do that, I'm ending my turn and moving stuff through cooldown. I'm in a super precarious position for you, so...
No, I know, but... Things.
Or...
Upkeep, I'm actually going to gain... I'm going to gain... Oh man, it's hard to choose. It's moment
Right.
time. So for my heart, I'm actually going to gain Fighting Spirit. So I'm going to go up to 14. We'll see what happens. I'm going to attack the building, and I'm going to use Atom Smasher Barrage. You're defending against it?
Yep.
Okay. So I get to roll 2 dice.
10 and an 8.
I cannot roll for tonight. Should probably be playing more into the power die economy I was setting out to do, but I want to really keep Chogoking Saber open. I'm going to end my turn. So you advance cooldown. I'm going to take 1 damage. I'm going to gain a power token from Magma Breach.
Alright. So at the start of my turn, I'm going to take Fighting Spirit, which will get me up to 10. I am obviously not a ranged fighter, so I have very limited utility on top of this structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to end my turn.
So no turn start effects. I'm going to gain my Fighting Spirit. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of this high rise. Just going to keep on going for it. I'm going to use Chogoking Saber Eruptor.
I'm going to spend 4 to create a barrier on myself. I am going to defend.
I am going to... I'm going to
All
spend
right.
a power token for power die, so I'm going to be rolling 5. Okay, so 7 and 8. Got a 10, a 3, 2, 9, and a 2. So no ties right now, but I have 2 successes with a 10 and a 9. Do you have any responses?
Nope.
I do. I'm going to spend 1 for critical aim. Boop. And then hopefully going to turn an additional die into a success. I would really like to have some more Infernos on the board right now. So I'm going to take this 3. I'm going to re-roll it. There we go.
There you go.
Cool. Okay. So right now, we're going to be dropping 3 Infernos on the board. Do you have any instants?
No, I'm good.
Cool. Of course, this is going to give you Rage.
Already did it.
Yep. I'm going to end my turn, actually. So everything's going to advance through cooldown. And I'm going to pass the turn to you.
Alright, at the start of my turn, I receive 1 fire. Then I gain my rage, which is 5, so I go up to 16. And then for my heart, I'm going to gain Fighting Spirit. I'm going to play 5 to play Ayzn Generator again. And then I'm going to end my turn.
So beginning of my turn, I'm going to gain Fighting Spirit. I'm going to gain my heart, so it's going to take me up to 7. You know what? You could sit there and burn for a little bit. I'm ending my turn.
You are?
Yeah. Just you sit there and think about what you've done.
I'm going to gain rage, going from this guy,
Yeah.
going out, going up to that building. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Ayzn Black Iron Fusion Overkill. I'm going to play Iron Meteor Ayzn Black Core Collapse. So I'm rolling 4 dice plus combat advantage. So 5.
I'm going to play Afterburner Takedown as my counterattack.
Ayzn Black Iron Fusion Overkill Iron Meteor Ayzn Black Core Collapse. And then 1, 2, 3 roll.
Okay, so
And that's a 12.
Ooh, that is a...
Yes!
So,
There you go. Oh,
which hex are you pushing me into?
I'm going to push you here. And I will land here.
Let's see what you collided with. The only thing at this,
Spire.
after you've hit me with Iron Meteor, which does a total of 8 damage, and Core Collapse, I don't have any power tokens, but then I would lose 7, which would overkill me. Let's see if I can just make myself fall over here. There we go.
Yep.
Good game.
Good game.
Let's talk about this really quick. I'm going to talk about why I lost so horribly. So the end of this, pay attention here, is we're looking at 27-0, and I was actually overkilled by 3 damage. I think my biggest issue is that I built a rotation of cards in here with a lot of really good synergy that was all Inferno based, and I just didn't want to let it go. I wanted to make it work so badly, and that was like my number one goal. Is like, it's gonna work. I'm gonna force this to work. I would have been way smarter earlier in the game if I deactivated Chogoking Saber, opened up those power tokens, and kind of gave up the Chogoking Saber focus and was instead just focusing on power token cycling, because I had a lot of cards that could benefit off that. I had Atom Smasher Barrage, which lets me to remove a power die using an attack to re-roll it, which is just great safety, and I would have been cycling a lot of power tokens along. And just keeping fire damage with Magma Breach and everything like that. Magma Power obviously was helping me out. Atom Smasher, X equals the amount of power tokens you control, inflict damage plus X. So if I had really opened that up, if I had given up the Chogoking Saber focus, I could have had a lot of higher damage potential and just would have had more freedom. But I didn't want to give it up. I wanted it so bad.
I also think for this build, I mean, I like the, but yeah, I think the placement of buildings, if you were to get a few good packs of buildings, you could really just exponentially ramp up this build.
I should have been destroying structures, trying to create more impact tiles on the board. Probably a really good one I should have put in was Firestarter, so I could convert an impact tile, an elemental impact tile, into an Inferno. That's kind of a complete oversight on my part now I think about it. It really should have been in the build, because especially with the Flood, being able to control that and stopping people from being able to get fire off of them would have been huge. That would have been really smart.
Being more patient and being able to, because you had some attacks, I think, where because normally, you know, when you play me, I like never have power dice to roll, right?
Yeah.
So this time I tried to save some just to throw in with my natural 2 defense, just to see if I could, you know, pick and choose which, because I do need rage to survive, but I kind of wanted to take rage on my own terms, which is why I kept those power die in play.
Yeah.
Which I think was actually a nice, you know, it worked well this time. But this is my, like, I feel like this is my baby. I think you've talked about in podcasts, you know, having ownership of your own build, and I feel like this kind of represents what my baby is.
Yeah. To everybody watching, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Adios.